All my solder bits are in place, so now our neutral flame, I'm using a number 7 tip, so it's actually quite big. But we want to just gently dry this out on the top. Don't worry about this down here on the bottom. It'll take care of itself. Now we're gently going to dry this out because we want to make sure that all of the solder is in the right spot. So now's the time to make sure everything is in the right place. Now I'm just going to heat the top edge, bounce the flame from the charcoal block onto the half round wire, and watch the flux. As the flux goes clear, we know that the solder will be close to flowing. So I'm just going to start at the end and work my way down. So that's the first one. And as we go now, they should basically just solder one right after the other. Now at this point I've got the flame right on the half round wire. If the solder doesn't flow, don't worry about it, and don't try to force it. Yeah, now these two didn't flow. I'm just going to touch it with a bit of flux, put another little piece of solder on there, and before I do anything else, I'll make sure those are soldered. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now don't try to pry this off your block. Heat it up. Just hold a little bit of sideways pressure on it with your solder pick. When the flux becomes softened, it'll shift. Just like that. So now quench it and pickle it. Take the piece out of the pickle, dry it, have a look at all of your solder joins. If any of them are dodgy, now is the time to tidy it up. Hole mark it. And trim these ends back so they're a little more aesthetic. File them partially rounded, just the ends, don't do anything else. And then we're going to use our parallel jaw pliers to just grab the very end of each one, and we're going to give it a squeeze. This is just for aesthetics. So we want to just bring the ends together on all of them. Sorry, don't twist them. If they do twist, just grab it with your parallel jaw pliers and straighten it out. So go through one at a time and just the very end. Yep, do them all. So the ends are all tidied up. Sand it. If you did a good soldering job, you won't have any cleanup. I was a bit sloppy on one, so I'll need to sand that back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my chain nose pliers and stick them in each one right in the middle and I'm just going to turn it. And what that will do is it will expand this. So at the same spot on each one, and what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting these to come over and touch their neighbor. Now, I need to curve this so that it fits the shape of the head. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And what what Priscilla did was she curved the teeth first around a bracelet mandrel. I've already packed mine. This is the last job I'll do in this little studio, and I'm working with minimal tools. I've got almost everything packed. So what you can do is you can take anything round, yeah, and you just push each tooth, get the shape you want that way, and then just a little bit with your fingers and get it so it fits the curve of your head. Now, at this point, these need to be hardened, so I would suggest that you tumble it if you have a tumbler. If you don't have a tumbler, what you can do is you can just gently planish these on a steel block. And what I would do is I would take the round end of a planishing hammer and just gently go along the whole length. And that will give you the tension you need. So that's it. A nice little sterling silver hair comb. The accessory for the girl that has everything. Ciao.